Apparently I'm live. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm standing by. Standing by. Seems to be. There you go. Broadcasting live from the heart of the matter. And yeah, I'm standing by. No, I can't. I can't say there's anything really happening here in at the scene. And yes, I am participating. Yeah. Okay. The news. Yeah. Okay. Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am reporting the news on Sunday, March the 2nd. It's 7:04 a.m. in 2025. I'm in Los Angeles at the scene of the made up shit that is happening all the time. Had a major effect, the major ripple effect. We can show you a graph and a diagram if you wish. Over here, a graph and a diagram. Oh, no graphs and diagrams, so fuck it. Okay, yes. I'm a live reporter, make it exciting. Oh my God, Lucia, see what's happening. There's nothing happening. You've sent me out here to do this report. I am tired. I am tired. You said fired? No, I got so much dirt on you guys. There's no way that you're going to let me do that. And my cameraman, hey, Charlie. Yeah, my cameraman also knows. So there you go. You can't fire me. Yeah. It's a load of old rubbish, isn't it? The whole thing, you know. If you watch the news, like really watch the news, and you go, okay, well, maybe I should just watch the local news. So I watch the local news, and then you go, and you're like, all of it is sensational. Oh my gosh. This morning, there was a movement in the clouds, and we looked up, and there it was. The sunrise is coming up again. I mean, are we whatever? Are we really going to keep doing the same crap over and over and over again? You know, I mean, it's just the art of repetition. How you doing, Conrad? Conrad is in the chat room. He's joining me from an undisclosed location in Poland, and yeah, he's my European reporter. So how are things in Europe this morning? And that happens, you see, on the news. They'll say, oh, so how are things in Europe? Europe's huge. And there's so many different countries speaking so many different languages with so many different cultures and so many different ways of life and time differences and all that stuff. But a reporter in the LA office will be making it plain to other people who haven't really left their own locale very much. And they'll be going, so what's the news in Europe? And it's like, it's freaking ridiculous. Ridiculous. And people go, did you see what happened in Europe? For some time, waiting to go for a walk. People in Poland have been restricted from going for a walk. Yes. Yeah, they're stuck in their homes. People are being held captive in Poland. They cannot go for a walk. And other news from Europe was to go to the forest. How can I spin that? He wants to go for a walk in the forest. How can I, if I was a news reporter in Los Angeles, there's a guy who wants to go to the forest in Poland. Okay. Asylum seekers are hiding in the forests of Poland. They've escaped into the forest. Some are still locked in their homes and cannot get there, but they are escaping to the forests of Poland. This is the news in Los Angeles. Two miles. It's a social distance. There is a 2-mile social distance imposed in Europe at the moment. You have to be 2 miles. Oh no, 2 meters. Okay, that's the 2 meters social distance. Okay, so you're not allowed to be near the trees. So they're saying you must go to the forest. If you've escaped the authorities, you must go to the forest, but you're not allowed to be within 2 meters of the trees in the forest. Sorry, I'm just playing today. I just want to make fun of the way people are so easily manipulated, Conrad. 2 miles sounds like a walk, yeah. About 40 minutes. Sure. I don't time my walks very much. I go on bike rides sometimes. I walk from here to my car sometimes. Yeah, lazy. I can be very, very lazy man. But then, you know, that's promoted, isn't it? Heavily lazy, watching television. Oh. Okay. Today I'm going to watch some European sport for a couple of hours this morning before I actually venture out into the world. I'm going to watch Manchester United play Fulham in the FA Cup in about an hour, I suppose. So it's not fast. Average walk speed 5 miles an hour, 5 kilometers an hour. 2 miles would be like 40 minutes. That's my walk. Okay, that's cool. Oof. I'm itchy. What a beautiful morning. Anyway, so the report is that Conrad takes a walk. Yeah. Well, hasn't yet. What's the weather like? That's what everybody else gets obsessed with. What's the weather like? Most of Europe is under a cloud. The cloud is called history. And that historical cloud is clinging desperately on its control. Cold tropical forest. Okay. Cold tropical would probably mean it's mostly evergreens. You know, so that'll be interesting. Rainforest. Yeah, lots of rain, but not like a rainforest that's on the equator, which would have different trees because of the humidity and heat. But yeah, I get it. Yeah. Why would your hand itch? Don't know. There's a lot of old-fashioned tales about, oh, your hand's itching. That means you're going to come into money, or you're going to give away money, or you're going to pick your nose, or some, you know, some little, you know, many a mickle makes a muckle. Anybody heard that one? That's a good one, isn't it? Doesn't mean fuck all. Means nothing. But there you go. Aha. But what does this secret meaning? This is a thing that I get as well. I'm starting to get this gradual introduction. People are fed up of the lies that are on television, fed up of the lies of the politician, fed up of the joking around of, and oh, we're gonna release this list of bad people so as you'll know who they are, and the celebrity gossip and the celebrity lies and all that stuff. I'm fed up of all that shit, and people get fed up with it, so they go to alternative media. So they'll turn to, you know, YouTube videos or some idiot talking in front of a paisley apron, and go into these conspiracy theories with little or no background to why those conspiracy theories are around anyway. And then they'll go, oh my gosh. And then somebody from the mainstream or the middle of the road media will go, well, I don't believe that people believe. And then you go, well, they're allowed to believe what they want. And that is the summation of where we are, is people are allowed to believe what they want, and that's a good thing. I'll defend that. I have a friend who's given up, completely given up. Oh my God, I can't believe people are still doing this and still doing this and still doing this. And I'm like, yeah, but there'll come a point when they stop doing that, or they keep doing it and they keep doing it. What does it matter to you? I mean, it does matter that we're actually creeping our way towards a non-functioning, uneducated, ignorant society. But then from that, we have to start again, you know. I mean, it's like we can't not have any communication whatsoever. So it's all about language and communication, which is why I follow the people I follow. I like the people I like, is because they're educated enough to be able to communicate. And it's very important. And if we have fun communicating, that's okay too, because a lot of what we're being told is rubbish. It's a lie. It's there to deceive you or entertain you, to keep you diverted from what is your real purpose in life, which is to live, love, life. Simple and plain. Live, love, life. Go by the unconditional love that you were born with, and go out with the unconditional love that you carry with you your whole life. But recognize it whilst you're working your way through this length of life which you have, which doesn't matter. Don't try and be too connected to living forever, but understand that when you do go past from this earth, you will continue to go somewhere, because you're a spiritual human being. You can't just keep going into this minute, you know, because otherwise you'll end up down these conspiracy rabbit holes that actually go nowhere. Okay, I believe that man did not go to the moon, but I enjoy looking at the possibilities of, well, we were told that they did, so you know, my belief allows me to experiment with things that I think are interesting. But when people uncover something that's really happened, that's really real, that's and it's and then they go, oh my God, these conspiracy theorists are all right. Everybody, you know, oh my God. So what's the point in keeping a conspiracy theory alive? It's pretty obvious that, certain conspiracy theories have been proven to be correct, but they still leave you with a little bit of like, but why? And it's like, it's uncovering great mysteries is fun, right? So it's fun to do, and it's fun to experiment with. It's fun to have your own theories about. And but don't expect it to be that big reveal. It's like, oh my God, a light bulb went off in my head. I found out that men and women are slightly different from each other. And there are many types of men and women, and they live on this planet. What? It's okay. I like meadows too. Nature is where there's no leaves, trees, and grass, green, serene forest. I'm aiming to Freya Fields. Okay. I like meadows. I like meadows too. I like a few years ago. I think it was 2014, or can't remember. I went back to England for the summer. It was a nice summer. It wasn't rainy summer, but it was a nice summer. And I managed to get out into, the rural parts of England, which are still existing. There's still quite a lot of rural areas. Most Americans that I know and friends of mine that have visited get so wrapped up in the major cities, especially London, that they don't venture out into the countryside much. But you should venture out into the countryside. It's beautiful. But I walked through what was agricultural fields that had been laid fallow. The farmers decided to not plant a commercial crop in that field, so they let it go fallow. And it's surprising how quickly nature reclaims a meadow. And luckily, with all the chemicals that people enhance their commercial crops with, I'm happy to say that after a while, farmers that use less of it and farmers that use none of it, if they let their fields go fallow, it soon grows back beautifully, and there's wildflowers and all sorts of stuff. So yes, I too like meadows. Jolly good. I am going to stop this broadcast. Why? Because I've been on 20 minutes. You got any questions for me, Conrad Rusa, in the wonderful Europe, Poland? Beautiful place. Got any questions for me? I'm in Los Angeles. I've been out a bit recently, and I'm dealing with quite a lot of authority figures. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah. Anything to add? Anything to ask? Boom, 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 boom. Oh dear, chat's gone all wonky. Come on, live chat me up. There we go. Ooh, no, it's okay. All right, okay. Yeah, don't be fooled by people that are fooled by news that is untrustworthy. I have many friends that I trust, and I sit and listen to them, and I'm able to not poke fun at them, because obviously the news is so, but you don't poke fun at them, you poke fun at the news, right? Because it's not their fault that they were led along the way they have. Whether have you seen Zelensky action Zelensky versus Trump. Yes, I've seen that. It's, I mean, it's not my favorite channel, but the entertainment is quite funny. It's not the greatest acting in the world. I mean, I watched Gary Oldman, who was one of my favorite actors, and I watched Gary Oldman in a movie about the life of somebody. You know, but his portrayal of this person and the way in which the film was shot, it was shot beautifully by David Fincher, who does have a tendency to make dark films. So it was a dark underground film, not underground, a very popular film called, and I can't remember its name. Oh, Mank, M-A-N-K, and it's about many things around the time of Hollywood's control system being shifted and twisted. It was a very good movie, but the acting in it was fine. The cinematography was fine, but the way in which they're presenting this new movie, Zelensky versus Trump, or whatever it's called, it's like the plot is so thin, and not only the plot line is so thin, the acting is poor, and the camera work is ridiculous. I know the actors seem like they're improving, right? But this is all scripted. Your reality television is just about to go. Right, here's more about entertainment. I'm watching sometimes connected channels with different actions between those channels. Polish guys living in Cambodia. They are creators as well. That's great, you know? Real people doing real things. I mean, there have been great movies about the manipulation of news and all that stuff, but this current leadership in America, United States of America, just a small country run by a bunch of people. It should be run by the people, but it's not. But or whatever. It's an absurdist comedy right now. It's like Monty Python's. You're waiting for the next craziness to happen because how they have to outdo themselves this time, you know, and it's like no one person has the answer for every person. That's simple, isn't it? So why would you trust somebody you don't trust? He's cleverer. Well, he isn't really, or she's cleverer. No, she isn't really. She's just more ballsy and willing to say stupid stuff. He's willing to say stupid stuff and be made fun of because I don't know if there's an intentional offensive, but I do know that most of the world's leaders are self-appointed. Voting's rigged everywhere. So if they're self-appointed, there has to be somebody that wants that power. And no one person has the answer for everybody. So who do they represent? Well, you know, nobody. It's just all crazy. Anyway, I am going to get on with the morning. I'm sorry that the news was hello. Okay. What do you mean it's like a personal phone call? I'm talking to somebody on the other side of the world. Okay. This is the news. Nothing is going to happen unless you let it happen. Good day. Good day. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. We have a little bit of cloud outside, which is unusual for here in Los Angeles. If we do get 2 or 3 raindrops, expect me to do a live emergency broadcast, Storm Watch Los Angeles, because that's how it is, sensationalism. All right, lots of love to everybody. It's a beautiful day in rainy Poland for sure. Yeah, I know. I'll be watching. I don't know where the soccer match I'm going to watch, Manchester United versus Fulham, so it must be in Manchester. So yes, it'll almost definitely be raining. Hope not. I hope they have a nice day, but Manchester, I think, has got the highest rainfall in all of England, city-wise. You know, Manchester City, not the team, but the city of Manchester has the most precipitation. Right. So the most important news today is live, love, life. Stop following fools and live, love, life. Simple, isn't it? I'm going to make a bit of breakfast, have my second cup of coffee because the first one didn't do much. Rightio. Happy Sundays. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to end the stream. Cheers, comrade. Thanks for joining me. And yeah. If the news seems rather absurd to you, it's because it is. We live in an absurd world with absurd people doing absurd things for absurd reasons. All right, hit the like and subscribe if you want, but you'll also get like and subscribe to my whole channel, which is mostly devoted to music. I've only started to do this video diary again. I started once before and then they banned me and but I've only started to do this recently. But I like doing it because it helps me in the morning focus my effort on being awake and alert and in love with life. And that's the most important thing, because life is magnificent. Live, love, life. Cheers then.